I actually did a almost 3-hour live stream, and there was quite a popular question that kept popping up. And it was how to lose weight, how to break that weight loss stall that is oh so common during our carnivore journeys. So what exactly is that big mystery reason that so many of us carnivores are wondering about when it comes to not being able to lose weight? I see and hear time and time again women struggling to lose those last 10, 15, 20 pounds, or other carnivores, men included, just being stuck at that weight stall for months. Before you start stressing out, panicking, and looking for reasons, here are some questions that I would like to challenge you to ask yourself. If you're struggling with losing weight or getting to your body recomposition goals, whether or not you're a female, a male, in your 40s, in your 20s, new to carnivore, or completely adapted, I would like for you to ask these questions. How are my energy levels day to day? How long does that energy last? Do I get energy crashes? Do I need to rely on caffeine multiple times throughout the day to pick the energy back up? Another important question to ask is, how is my sleep? Am I sleeping well at night and staying asleep? Or am I waking up multiple times throughout the night and finding it hard to fall back asleep? One more very important question is, how are my cravings? Specifically, how are my cravings for sugar, sweet foods, desserts, and savory junk foods? If for any of the questions you answered suboptimal, as in I'm not having that much energy throughout the day, I am struggling with my sleep, and yes, I am craving for sugar or chips or junk food, then chances are you are in fact under eating. I hate to say this, especially for people who really have heard it like a broken record on my channel, but at the same time, I do realize I get new subscribers every hour. So I do like to repeat myself in things that I truly believe is a serious issue that I see time and time again is chronic undereating. Okay, so chronic undereating is basically you not eating enough for your body to upregulate and start healing, revving up the metabolism, and finally focusing on essential things like high quality sleep, high energy, and being satiated for once. How is your hair? Look at your hair. If you are seeing gobs and gobs of hair shedding and falling off your head every time you shower or even comb your hair, this is truly a red flag sign that you are not eating enough. And I cannot stress this enough. Hair loss may be one of the clearest signals that your body can send you to tell you that, hey, you have been stressing me out way too much. And the trauma that I've suffered in the past couple weeks, I am now showing you the consequences. So this does not only include under eating and eating poor nutrition, it also includes working out way too hard in the gym or completely overworking your body. I'll use my carnivore journey as an example. I am now just about 6 years into carnivore, and the carnivore diet for me is just something now that is effortless to stick to because I now feel so great, so satiated, and so well fed. However, when I first started carnivore 6 years ago, I was desperate to heal. I was sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. I had acne all over my face. I had eczema, rosacea, and thanks to the vegan diet, I lost my period for 2 years and developed very disordered eating habits as a result of it. So when I went into carnivore, I developed a ravenous hunger, this insatiable appetite. And I want to shed light on this because a lot of people who get into carnivore and finally eat foods that are so nutrient dense will also experience something similar to a degree. Their appetite finally opening up, or their appetite almost feeling like a bottomless pit. If this sounds like you and you feel like you just can't eat enough, this is such a blessing. See it as a blessing and a gift, because this is your body clearly giving you signals that, hey, what you're doing for me right now is exactly what I want. Give me more. Give me all of it. If you listen to those signals and you truly embrace it or just give in to that hunger and those cravings, your journey is literally just going to be an uphill journey. However, there is a big chunk of new carnivores who don't really know what that signal feels like just yet. Maybe their body is so insulin resistant, or they've been underfed and undernourished for so very long that that appetite doesn't immediately open up when they first go carnivore. If you feel like like you can sit down and eat 2 strips of bacon with 2 hard-boiled eggs and you already feel very heavy, full, and dense in your stomach, then you may just be a carnivore that is prone to undereating. How to even know how much to eat, or how to know how to even start to begin eating enough. This is where I really want to bring on one of my closest carnivore friends. He was one of the first carnivores that I met and was inspired from when I first went carnivore 6 years ago, and he currently is an 8-year carnivore.
I actually did it all the wrong ways. I consider myself a 7-year carnivore, but I've been in the journey for 8 years, but kept on falling off the wagon because, that was my year of learning. Exercise like crazy even before going carnivore. I saw myself, I was as inflamed as ever, as pained as ever, and I was like, that's not working. Right when I went into the diet, any cravings I had, I was going to stuff it with meat. And I followed my body's cues. I kind of even took little breaks from exercising, actually long breaks. And that's when I really noticed the stress relief seemed to match how much better I felt.
So when I first jumped into carnivore, this was 6 years ago when the community was not nearly as large as it is today. What inspired me was all of these women who were focusing on healing. They were not focusing on, oh, look at my 6-pack abs, look at how fit I am or how skinny I am. They were focusing on, look at what I healed thanks to eating meat. Fast forward to me meeting Raymond. This was 6 years ago as well. He was the reason why I embraced my ravenous hunger. You are the reason why I was not afraid to eat. I did your priming protocol. I even did your fasting protocol. I just embraced everything that you already walked with carnivore because it inspired me so much. I would love to revisit this topic of priming because every time I do lightly mention it, there are still so many carnivores in this community that don't know what it is.
Carnivore is so satiating that I was like, I actually thought I'm going to eat less. And you know what happened? I got the carnivore flu. I got the carnivore flu for 2 months. I was walking like a snail. It felt terrible. This is something I noticed over and over again on all these carnivores. When they get this keto flu or carnivore flu, it's because they haven't eaten enough to actually get that transition to happen properly. I knew it happened to me. And when I coached others and I saw when they decided not to eat enough, that's what happened too. But I saw if they actually took it seriously, and this is why I had to make a plan called priming. What I noticed is not everybody's equal. The average has been about a week and a half of priming. I put it to 2 weeks because I know it's important to get more nourishment than less. I found out also there are people like you, Bella. 2 weeks wouldn't have done anything for you. I had a belly that I said to myself, I was like, I'm good with it. You know why I was good with it though? Because I felt the benefit. When I started carnivore, it slowed me down from working out. And I told myself the most important part was my eating, not my workouts. That kept my stress levels down. Stress and healing doesn't work well together, in my opinion. That's what I've noticed. When I had low stress, that's when I felt more healing.
For those who are wondering what priming is, to me, it's a period of time where you intentionally eat 3 meals a day, every single day at least. And I'm so happy that Raymond made this plan with such conviction and also with his experience coaching thousands upon thousands of members using his concept of eating 3 meals a day, every single day for X amount of time. I needed to prime for 6 months. His standard protocol, Raymond, is how long?
My standard protocol is a 3 weeks prime. So the first 2 weeks is eating the 3 meals. The third week is actually eating the 2 meals a day in a certain sequence. And then the fourth week is testing out how well you primed. And at any point of those times, it's difficult to actually go like say 2 MADs without food for 16 hours. Then you're not ready. You are the one that knows whether you're ready to go forward, not the calendar. So it's important to not force that because the importance is to feel what nourished feels like. I'm so convinced about this diet for me that I will die with this diet.
For a lot of people I see, including, some of our own team members and community members, they tend to undereat.
Yes.
Even though that's not my issue, that's not Raymond's issue, we do recognize that most new carnivores are prone to this issue of undereating. Maybe it's like a mental blockage, like they're afraid of eating all that fat and all that protein, like
Yes.
after being taught a certain belief. For some other people, they actually just physically feel full, but they don't even realize that they ate toddler portions. Sometimes having somebody guide you and literally tell you what to do and eat and how to do it by giving you weekly schedules, plans, classes to troubleshoot can be that missing link. So I'd love to hear your side of coaching thousands of members now through not under eating. What are some things that you'd like to shed light on?
A lot of people think they're eating on carnivore and they're eating little, and they think that that's how they're going to eat all the time. And what I'm saying is, I tell them, look, push yourself each day. So that's why I say eat until comfortably stuffed, those 3 meals. You're pushing
Right.
yourself to the point where your body hopefully opens up and is able to eat more. And that's the concept we're looking for. At first, it's like, what is that? I don't know what to do with that very nutrient dense foods. I just don't know what to do with it. But later on, the body's like, oh, I'm figuring it out. I figured it out. Okay, now let me open up and I really can take it in. Later on, it starts closing down again. And that's at the point what we're looking for. So we're
Mhm.
looking for an opening and a want to enjoy these foods, be ravenous sometimes, and then eventually close it down whenever your time comes. You're just begging to get on the next stage. You're like, please, can I just eat 2 meals? Can I even fast? And
Yeah.
that's where it's miraculous right there.
Correct. Yes, eating 3 meals a day for X amount of days every single day can be terrifying. And yes, weight gain is a possibility, but you're training your body for something great, and that is to feel safe. Okay, to feel safe that you are finally being nourished and that it is going to be okay to let go of that extra fat or inflammation. It's also training your body to get ready for intermittent fasting. And we all know how healing and powerful autophagy is. But when you can fast and get that autophagy when you are truly nourished, that's a different level of healing. If you are looking for a carnivore community and or interested in Coach Raymond's priming program, you can start learning and doing the entire protocol by joining our next 30-day carnivore challenge. Coach Raymond teaches his priming, feasting, and fasting program every single month for all beginners, intermediate, and advanced. He teaches all levels every single week, and you just join the level classes that you are in to get the help that you need.
You know, you mentioned that I can get folks through this. I really believe I do help people, but the hardest point is to convince people. So this is why Bella's community works so well. So I'm so glad she built this community, because you can hear from other stories, and there's nothing as empowering as hearing from someone else who was
Yeah.
just like you not too long ago. You'll see people, and if you hear their story, you're like, oh my God, they couldn't walk before, and now they walk around like they never had a problem before. They've
Yeah.
healed XYZ, and you're just like, it's amazing. We totally encourage not to talk about weight, and that's the baffling part. We talk
Yeah.
about healing. We
Yes.
heal long enough, the weight will come off.
Thank you for saying that. For some people, they need to hear that before they commit to something this, scary. And it doesn't seem so very difficult when you get to do it with him and the many, many, many great members in the community who do it all together. So I'll make sure to link everything you need to know and the sign up links down below. So my next question for you is, how are you doing with your fitness? Like, are you still like stuck in the belief that, workouts secondary, maybe even third? I'm just going to focus on fasting, priming, because that's essentially what you've been doing.
Yes, except for this year. This
Mhm.
year, I've been more on the wild, and I had a few fasts, but I'm not even gonna count it. Um, this year, I've been just focusing on, and I'm priming again. So I'm eating 3 meals.
Yeah.
I'm forcing myself right now. And also, I've decided to even drop a little more on the workout. So I work out maybe 1 or 2 times a week. I just want to see what's going to happen. It's like, at this point, I think I feel great. And I'm wondering if I can have the normal, because everybody keeps telling me this. It's like, oh, does that mean you have to do alternate day fast forever just to get your body? And I'm wondering that myself. I'm like, maybe carnivore will just do it for me right now. So I'm exploring that part of it. And I don't have a problem with that. I'm so confident in carnivore that, Don't get me wrong, the fasting did help me quite a bit, but there's a certain time that I do like where I just stay carnivore. When I did it back in the past, I did 6 months of fasting and then on a, just alternate day or whatnot, and then 6 months of straight carnivore because I wanted to have benefits of both. I knew the nourishment was so important that
Mm,
I just couldn't just ignore that at all. So I made
right.
sure I had a proper balance.
Yes, I love that. If you're a new carnivore and you're struggling with sticking to this lifestyle because it's difficult to find snacks, foods on the go, and staples that are affordable for your lifestyle, then I highly recommend checking out Thrive Market. This is my Thrive Market box, and I just want to show you some of the carnivore staples that I love getting. This right here is their Thrive Market beef sticks. If you are a carnivore and you need snacks on the go for your kids, yourself, your partner, you're traveling, road tripping, or you just need easy to travel with snacks for work, this right here is such a great option. It's basically pre-packaged, individually wrapped beef sticks that have zero sugar, zero preservatives, zero nasty ingredients. These are similar to the famous brand Chomps, but even cheaper, and in my opinion, it tastes even better. This right here is a staple in so many carnivore households. Redmond's Real Salt is such a popular salt brand because it is so high quality and clean. I always get mine from Thrive Market because Thrive Market is basically an online membership-based grocery store, and all you have to do is choose all of your favorites and they deliver it to your door. I always find the lowest prices of everything that I want on Thrive Market's website and app. And if you do find any lower prices elsewhere, Thrive Market will always price match. I always stock up on their Rosy dishwasher detergent. These really get the job done, especially for our carnivore greasy plates. They come in little pods. You just put a pod into your dishwasher and your plates come out squeaky clean and shiny. I also love stocking up on their laundry detergent powder. This is also by the Rosy brand, which is Thrive Market's very own line of non-toxic household supplies. And this one I always get in lavender because I just love the scent. All of their Rosy line products have zero harsh chemicals, zero synthetic fragrances, and are great for sensitive skin. What I love about Thrive Market is their app, specifically because you can filter out certain diets like the vegan diet, vegetarian diet, and just select a ketogenic diet. So when I select ketogenic diet and filter whatever shows up, I do see a lot of carnivore friendly snacks, foods, ingredients, and just staples that I can easily order and try out. Shipping is always free for orders over $49. If you would like to check out Thrive Market, you can all get 30% off your first box plus a free gift worth up to $60 if you go to the URL shown on the screen, thrivemarket.com/steakandbuttergal. I've also linked them down below. I love that. So you typically feast during the winter months and then you start fasting when it gets warmer, right?
Yeah.
That's so cool because that's like following, how our ancestors would eat and fast, eat and fast. And I personally am very inspired by your journey all the time. Just how intuitive you are at this point. As a 7-year carnivore, you always can find something to experiment with, be excited about, be observant about. And that really does inspire me to do the same with my own journey.
And I want to say one of the things that I find the most attractive about this diet, and I know it's kind of weird, but it's the mental piece, being okay with
Yeah.
my body, however it turns out.
Yes.
And I see that on members.
Yes.
Eventually, they don't even talk about the weight scale. They don't even talk about how their body looks. They're just experimenting, just like I am.
Yeah.
And what a freedom that is, right? I mean, for you, Bella, when you felt like you had to torture yourself just for a pound and it was a reward and punishment kind of version,
Mm,
this is so freeing. You can
so
actually focus on just loving life and living it. And that
exactly.
brings to me another type of joy and an extension of, to me, my spirituality really coming out and connecting all over again from, feeling connected with my body in all ways that I can.
Absolutely. I always say this, like when you eat carnivore and you cut out the junk, you get to also peel off the layers of inflammation from your body. For a lot of us, it's more than just a health journey or just
Yes.
a physical healing journey. It is a complete like spiritual awakening, whatever you want to
Yes.
call it, Sometimes it's tough for people to like peel off these layers. But for me,
Yes.
it's only been empowering and incredibly inspiring.
You decide not even to work out for a long time, right?
I did not work out or go to the gym or do a single workout for 5 years of my carnivore journey. It wasn't because, I believed that working out is not necessary. I think working out is great. Anybody who tells me that working out has changed their life, helped them lose 20 pounds, good for them. For me personally, I had a very bad relationship with working out. I was tired of killing myself in the gym just to get a measly result of 1 pound lost. Sometimes not even,
Right.
you know? Sometimes like I would go home and I would just binge because I thought that I deserved that.
Wow.
So, let's start from healing what exactly is the root cause here. It's the diet. The diet is not supporting the body to go work out. And it took me 5 years to heal that relationship and that trauma. This video I wanted to film spontaneously for those that are watching right now with Raymond here. I've known him for 5, 6 years now. And to this day, I look forward to finding out what he's up to with his carnivore journey because he's so like forward thinking. He's revolutionary. He's also incredibly open-minded. He will be the last person to judge about different carnivore approaches or modalities. He's the last person to judge, and he will always try to understand it from that person's perspective.
I remembered meeting you for the first time, and I can't believe it's been, yeah, it's like 5 or 6 years now.
5 or 6 years. Yeah.
It's amazing the folks that we've touched along the way, and I couldn't have done this without you, Bella.
I really appreciate this. We are going to be going live, by the way, Raymond and I, and some other carnivore friends on Friday. In fact, I will now be going live every single Friday evening to continue to get these happy, open conversations going about this carnivore lifestyle. So join me. Details are down below. If you are looking for a carnivore community and or interested in Coach Raymond's priming program, you can start learning and doing the entire protocol by joining our next 30-day carnivore challenge. Coach Raymond teaches his priming, feasting, and fasting program every single month for all beginners, intermediate, and advanced. He teaches all levels every single week, and you just join the level classes that you are in to get the help that you need. Priming has certainly changed my life and helped me finally get to the point where I truly fully healed. And because of that, I am now able to focus on other things besides resting and healing. For example, my fitness journey, going to the gym, and finally building muscle through exercise. I will continue to film more videos sharing about my journey and what I am doing nowadays to get to my muscle building goals. But for now, I hope you found this video helpful. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop them down below in the comment section and I'll be happy to help. Before I wrap up, I did want to just share something that I have been incorporating every single day to protect my eyes from blue light, and that is wearing blue blockers. The specific brand of blue blockers that I have been loyal to because of their excellent quality is Bon Charge blue blockers. This is what it looks like on. It is extremely lightweight and the nose rests are so easy to adjust for different nose heights, and this red one gives you maximum protection against all of your blue light devices. I also have been loving their infrared light sauna blanket, especially since it's getting colder here in Seattle. It really helps to promote calmness, relaxation, and muscle recovery after my hard workouts. If you are interested in checking out any of Bon Charge's biohacking products, I'll make sure to link them down below, and you can use my discount code SBGAL for 15% off your order. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.